Have you ever wondered why you've never seen a super wealthy and famous person stuck on the N1 traffic like the rest of us? I'm talking about the elites. It seems they are always at places they need to be, but which roads do they actually use to get there? I've never heard anyone say they were stuck in traffic with Motsepe or Ramaphosa or even the Rupert's family. Have you ever wondered about all the children that go missing every year? Where it feels like they just fall from the face of the planet and nobody saw or heard anything. Well, prepare to be mind blown. In a world of technology and information where it seems like everybody knows everything about everything, I am here to tell you about the world's biggest secret. There are cities right under the world we know. Yes, you heard me right. There is a whole civilization living underground. Think about it. If we can have bunkers, if we can have basements underground, this concept is really not that far fetched. We have very wealthy and powerful people in the world that get into the most heinous and dark things that you couldn't even comprehend with your mind.
There are underground tunnels that are under the schools, elementary, junior, and high schools all over the place. Um, they exist everywhere.
You've seen them. You've been in
I'm
them.
sorry?
You've seen
Yes.
these, been in these?
Yes.
Where do
Yes,
they lead?
they lead to amusement parks, they lead to hospitals, cemeteries, schools, celebrity homes, psychic shops. They lead everywhere.
You mentioned in one of your previous interviews that it's like a whole other world down there. Can you
Yes,
describe it to us? What happens down there?
Yes, there's every means of transportation. There's every walk of life. There's cities. There's different air supply. There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels and they've built them for decades. There's a lot and elite celebrities. They go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. I think people assume that when you get underground, it's just this dirt and you keep going deeper and there's more dirt and then there's cages of... No, that's not how it works. The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
To hide the wickedness that happens in this world, the elite truly have to do things in the darkness. While people can hide their evilness and their evil deeds behind closed doors or do them in the woods somewhere, human trafficking and drug smuggling really goes unnoticed because there are these hidden tunnels that you won't find on Google Maps or any other maps open to the public. There are politicians who have come out and addressed this before. The likes of Kamala Harris, who was the USA vice president and was also running for president in the previous year, in 2024.
I walked through tunnels that traffickers used to smuggle contraband into the United States. I've seen tunnels with walls as smooth as the walls of your living room, complete with lighting and air conditioning, making very clear that it is about an enterprise that is making a whole lot of money in the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings.
And while Kamala Harris does not have the best political standing in terms of her policies and political ethics, because of the nature of her work, she does need to address these types of topics being politically right. So this absolutely validates the existence of these tunnels. Ali Carter speaks about there being whole cities underground for the elites. Of course, the elites don't work in their own shops, clothing stores, hotels underground, which begs the question, who works in these underground shops? There's this guy who claims to have worked in one of the elite Starbucks underground. He, of course, signed an NDA that prevented him from talking about this. The NDA has since expired, and only now can he share his experience.
Your NDA is expired, and you could talk about this. You used to work at a secret Starbucks. Is that right?
Yeah, there is a Starbucks that is like above reserve, like a Starbucks no one's ever heard of or been to. All right. Have you ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen like Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405?
Yeah.
I've never seen a 1%er just in their car stuck in traffic.
Why is that?
That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the Actorbahn. I'm not kidding. Like, they get access points to move through the city without ever having to be in traffic. You can come up in LAX. You can pop up at Dodger Stadium. Underneath there in those tunnels is Starbuckses set up at different locations to allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All
Who's
of
them?
Seinfeld.
You've seen
Oprah,
Seinfeld down there?
Bono. I've seen Seinfeld down there. Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he a good tipper?
They don't have to pay.
So this has been underneath Los Angeles for a few years now. I mean, how long has this been there for?
I mean, it predates me. It seems like the city was built on top of it. So, I mean, I think this goes all the way back to the 20s.
This doesn't seem real almost. This is crazy.
I imagine how I sound saying it to people.
I want people to awaken and open their minds to the fact that majority of what the government, the internet, and down to the things we've been taught as kids are bold-faced lies perpetuated to keep us serving this beast system that keep the elite in power over us spiritually, psychologically, and geographically. The whole notion that the government runs these countries really doesn't reflect the truth. The government is run by the elite and they are part of the same club. There is something called the Bohemian Groove, where they call it a gentleman's club where the most powerful people, presidents, powerful celebrities, powerful religious leaders come together to discuss God knows what about the future of our world. You have to understand that the truth about our world is a highly guarded secret from the public. It is important to not just take what you have been given. Ask questions, research things. To really get to the truth about what happens in this world, you have to be willing to let go of what you have been taught and programmed to believe is the truth. Ali Carter now names the elite celebrities she has encountered in these underground cities and elite parties.
Ron Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg. Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg, Lady Gaga, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, Joan Rivers, Rob Saget, do you want me to keep fucking going? Ask me. Everybody wonder why my smile is so deep. Everybody wonder why my eyes sparkle. Everybody always asks me, why you smiling when you dance? Because you don't understand the live through. It's worth it to smile. And I'm still smiling, and I'm gonna continue to smile. And majority of y'all who continue to ask me and gonna tell me that I'm pointing fingers to kiss my natural black ass and miss me with that shit. Bye.
A lot of these people mentioned by Ali Carter are people that were at the Didi parties. A lot of these Hollywood elite homes have been said to have underground tunnels that lead to each other's homes and other places. This is the case even in Didi's home.
Guys, they found underground tunnels at Diddy's homes. This was first brought up by Shadow of Ezra, where he talked about the underground tunnels in Diddy's luxurious Los Angeles mansion. It was an underwater swimming tunnel leading to a mysterious grotto, reminiscent of an ancient and modern human use of caves. Now, this is all alleged, of course, but they say that this tunnel connects to the Playboy Mansion. You guys remember that? Hugh Hefner, the guy who lived with all those women in his mansion? There's no available evidence right now. However, reports are noting that Combs mansions do have a pool with an underwater swimming tunnel. They say it's not connected to the Playboy Mansion, but there is a reason why the Playboy Mansion keeps coming up. 10 years ago, they were building underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion for people like Jack Nicholson for his birthday. So this way, they don't have to go through the outside, but go underground in secret to the Playboy Mansion to do God knows what. You can see the sketches here of these underground tunnels being built. They were working on it, and it was supposed to connect celebrities like Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, Michael Jackson, just to name a few. As reported by People magazine, these underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion were sealed off in the 1980s. The question is, do you believe that? Stay safe and be smart.
Yep, this is one aspect of what goes on in this world of ours. All I can say is ask questions and stay woke. Bye.